I'm going to take you all for a trip with me. So, there's this place I really wanted to visit, Humpy. And I'm going to take you all together. And we all are going to go to Humpy. And what we are going to do today is we'll hike the Matanga Hill. One thing I did not want to miss when I visited Humpy was a sunrise from the top of Matanga Hill. For that, you have to reach before anyone does so that you can view the best spot at that peak. I have always seen that the people reach at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. just to view that sunset from the right spot. Because I tell you, I have heard Matanga Hill and its sunrise. It's the most beautiful thing on the earth. And so when I went to Humpy, it was on my first, in the top of my bucket list. So it was already 5 a.m. when we reached this base. Blame my friends who always make it late. If you have been there, you will know that it has multiple ASIN spots. Like each one take its own duration. One from the east, one from the west, one from the center. And each ascent area is very difficult. Some is difficult, some is full of stairs. It's like you can choose upon the time you have, upon the space you have, strength you have. So I was clueless which one should I take, which way should I take. I was like standing there cluelessly. Me and my friends, we were staring at the huge red rocks, wondering which way to take. That is when I saw this boy descending, like coming down from the westmost part of the hill. A very thin, frail boy in a white vest and short pants with a striking resemblance to Mowgli. I asked him if he could help us find the best route. He hesitated at the beginning, as if he was rushing to go home. But then I pleaded him. My eyes were beginning to tear up, so he agreed. When then we started descending, instead of the straight way, if you'll go there, you'll see there's a straight stairway. So instead of that straight stairway, he led us through the narrow pathway to the west. And that was a shortcut because it was already 5 a.m. We wanted to reach it there as early as possible. So he took us through the narrow pathway to the west. Now we climbed every rock and every road following the boy. At one point, I was so tired that he started singing for us. I learned that his name was Nandu. His father sells chai at the Matanga Peak for the tourists who visit to watch the sunrise. Every day morning, he and his father they climb the hill with chai and hot chili bhajis, which his mother makes. And after the sunrise, they both descend and go back home, and then Nandu goes to school. So I couldn't follow the lyrics of what Nandu sang, just the way we enjoyed Dushi's song now. He was singing some Kannada song. It felt same to me. But the melody, just the way Dushi's song's melody soothed us, similarly Nandu's song also soothed all my aches and tiredness of the hike. We crossed tiny streams, passed through the makeshift caves amidst the stones, tap the touch me not. You know, touch me not shrubs, mimosa plant, you touch it and it closes. We touched those plants, we played with the flowers, and then we hummed along with Nandu to the top of the hill. If it wasn't for Nandu, we wouldn't have noticed the Humpy Bazaar, the Hanuman temple, and he even showed us his uncle's rice field in all its glory from various spots on the hill. From our each and every steps, he was showing us each and every part of Humpy. I'm so thankful to God that that day Nandu came in front of us. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen Humpy the way I saw that day. Towards the end, I almost gave up. Slippery stones, aching calf muscles, steep pathways, everything discouraged us. That is when Nandu put his hand forward and told me, Akka, you have never seen the real Humpy until you see the sunrise from the top of Matanga. Come on, let's do this. He literally encouraged me. And then in very few minutes, we were there. I walked to the edge of the hill under the blue skylight and I found myself the best spot to watch the sunrise. God, it was magical. I looked back and Nandu was not there. He was nowhere to be seen. Perhaps he went to find his father. His father is also there on the hill every day selling chai and bhajis. So he must have gone to fetch chai for me. After some time, I was there peacefully. Surprisingly, that day the rush was also very less. So my friends, we took a seat at the edge as I told you. And then the sun bloomed at the horizon above those vermilion colored stones, slowly unrevealing the Humpy Nandu told me about. The Tungabhadra river glowed in gold. The golden race danced over the Vithala temple and the Humpy Bazaar. I tell you, it played hide and seek with the clouds right beneath my feet. It was the most magical moment, most magical sunrise I've ever seen in life. That is when Murugappa tapped me on my right shoulder. Amma, chai venama? Amma, tea piyoge? He stood there in his white vest and black dhoti with a thermos flask in his hand. It took me no time to realize that he was Nandu's father. Striking resemblance with both of them. The same pointed nose, the narrow lips, and all same to same like Nandu. Oh, Nandu's father. Two chili bhajis, please. I knew Nandu's father also carries chili bhajis, so I asked him two chili bhajis. With all that strenuous hike on empty stomach, I was dying of hunger. But when I asked him for chili bhajis, suddenly his smile on his face vanished. His eyes teared up, and he left. He left without even looking back. I was confused, like as if I asked him for something that he owns. Like a local guide was sitting right next to me, so he was also sipping the tea that Murugappa gave to him, and that local guide looked at me surprisingly. He only sells tea. He cannot carry all that bags to the hilltop, Akka. His son used to help him carry it all to the top. He used to sell chili bhajis years ago. Now he's just left with enough strength to carry that thermos flask. His son lost his life while descending the hill one morning 3 years ago. I was shocked. That is why Murugappa no more sold chili bhajis. Because he couldn't carry it to the top. Nandu used to help him to carry it to the top. That day I sat there for another few hours, staring at the stillness of the mighty Tungabhadra. After that day, sunrises never felt the same. Thank you.
Oh God. Amazing, amazing, Rashmi.
Thank
It
you.
was, like a mystery, mystery story that you were telling.
I hope you all.
Yeah, initially we were all there where you took us to Humpy. We were there with you at every step, we were there. And suddenly it took a twist. So amazing. And your style of narration is always amazing, exceptional.
Thank you so much.
Listening to you after 2.5 years, that's
Yes,
really,
thank
really
you
amazing.
to this team for letting me come back to what I used to do and what I used to love doing.
Exceptional,
Thank you so
exceptional
much.
narration. Kanchan?
रश्मि, मैंने आपको पहली बार सुना है, बट मजा आ गया सुन के, जिस तरह से आपने समय बांधा, बैकग्राउंड क्रिएट करी. इवन आई कुड इमेजिन व्हाट हम्पी वुड लुक लाइक इफ आई गो देयर. एंड देन एंड पे आपने जो एंडिंग दी उसका सैड वर्जन कि लाइफ में नथिंग स्टेज फॉरएवर. So the message is wherever you are today, enjoy it to the fullest. You never know you will get it again.
Totally.
So touching, very, very touching. No words to say. Thank you for coming.
Nonisa?
Like I literally have no words, like totally shocked at the ending, like the way you started, it was so beautiful. Like you were discussing about the the magical sunrise at Humpy, so I was so engrossed in each and every minute details that you were telling. And suddenly when the boy disappeared, I was like, oh god, okay, so now this was the twist. So like each and every intricate detail you have told, the way you narrate, everything was on point, and I'm in awe of your narration, totally, like too good,
Thank
too
you
good.
so much.
Rashmi, Dr. Swati is a storyteller. She's a poet as well as a storyteller. So maybe we'll ask her. Dr.
I'm
Swati?
happy that at least there is one more storyteller. I was looking any poet or storyteller. It's really nice, and the story was amazing.
Thank you so much.
And that twist was really, that was needed. I was thinking that it can't be that much simple, but you just go there and giving the description of all the journey. But that's really nice.
Thank you so much.
So, Dr. Swati, Rashmi, she has performed at all the, all the platforms, big platforms like Taper Tail and Commune and other she's an amazing storyteller. So she has performed physically in all these platforms. And
That's really
Swati,
nice. Even I am also in
same
touch
applies to
में
Dr.
कि
Swati. Yeah, please carry on, Swati.
मैं भी मतलब ट्राई कर रही हूँ सेव पटेल एंड डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स पर। कभी में मैं कर चुकी हूँ, बट हाँ ऑफ कोर्स आप दिल्ली में होते तो थोड़े से लिमिटेशंस हो जाती है, और ज्यादातर जो अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म है बॉम्बे की मुंबई की साइड है।
Correct.
So I'm just trying, but I'm performing. That is the
All the
main thing, that
best.
writer should write and should perform. No
बिल्कुल।
Yes,
matter
yes.
कहाँ कर रहे हैं, but सब जगह करते रहना चाहिए।
रश्मि मुंबई से है, डॉक्टर स्वाति। रश्मि इज फ्रॉम
Yes.
मुंबई।
Yes.
चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच रश्मि, अमेजिंग कम बैक, थैंक
Thank
यू
you.
सो मच।
Thank you so much.